welcome to the show.
Hi.
Thank you.
So we have the museum closed for a while. Is it open yet?
It opened back up today.
Today. So did you just off for weeks? Were you?
We did 4 new exhibits.
Oh, wow.
So we made the decision to have the galleries closed because there was only one exhibit we weren't changing. So, so we have 4 new exhibits that open today.
Oh, wow. So the Julia Child thing, that took up the whole place.
Took up 2 of our largest galleries.
And it took a lot to pack it up and get it out. So we took advantage of that time to put 4 new in.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about what we have. What's new at the Ella?
Yeah, so we have, again, 4 new exhibits. So we have our Women Made Stories of Impact.
Women Made.
Women Made
Is
Stories
that
of
local,
Impact.
local stories?
Yes, so there are local women, past and present, who have made an impact on the Jackson community. So we have figures like Lucy Thurman, who was a temperance leader in Jackson. We have like Karen Dunnigan. So we have several women, and that's going to rotate. So because we obviously couldn't celebrate everyone
There's
all at
tons
once.
of them. Yeah.
Right. So we're going to rotate that through to make sure that we can cover as many of these wonderful women as we can.
Oh, how neat. That's great. And I know with Ella Sharp, I'm sure she would have been delighted to be able to celebrate women in this community.
Absolutely. And it's actually interesting, we didn't even do this on purpose, but when you first walk in, we have Ella's Corner. So we have her wedding dress and a couple objects and some interpretation about Ella, and then right after that, you go into the Women Made exhibit. So I just realized that we did that. It wasn't on purpose, but we did do that. So
It was meant to be.
it was meant to be.
All right, besides Women Made, what else do we have?
So when you go through Women Made, you then get to Made in Jackson. So we have the manufacturing, which is some stuff that you've already seen, and we moved it back into our history gallery. So we have like Jacobson's, Furman's, all of those stores that were super impactful on Jackson. And then we have some other manufacturing in that exhibit as well. We have our Briscoe is still in there. We did not take that away. And then in in one of our other galleries, we have George Peoples. He's an artist from Grand Rapids. He does a lot of landscapes. They're very colorful. They're really, really cool. And then in another gallery, we have Behind the Block, Piecing Together the History of Quilting.
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 So you have a benefactor who's a big quilter, Jan Rochford, and I bet she has, is she getting involved in that?
So we actually do have a piece from her in there. They're mostly quilts, but she donated a mixed media piece that's called, it's a slow stitch is what the technique is. And it's all about Ella. So she had photos of Ella, and it's all hand stitching, embroidery, and it's really pretty. And that's kind of like one of the examples of quilting as an art.
Nice. Did she herself do quilting?
We don't have any evidence that Ella did. We do have a sewing machine in the house that belonged to Mary Merriman. And we have a quilt in the exhibit that was made from scraps from the Merriman collection from a young girl that lived in the Merriman house.
I bet everyone did it back then.
It was really common. It was a
Yeah.
really popular social skill for women to get together. Now we have guilds and things like that. So
Bees, quilting bees.
Quilting bees, yes, yep. Yeah, so, you know, we have a little bit of talking about that where women would get together to make a quilt in a single day, which I'm a quilter and that is a task.
You're a quilter?
I am, yeah. That is a task to make it all in one day. So, but a lot of times they would turn and make them for charity and raise money. So.
Well, cool. All right, so that's the 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And with the Women Made exhibit, we have to thank Aaron Mazur for being our sponsor, and then also to the groups in Jackson who have helped us do the research and creating the labels for the exhibit. But there is a public reception on March 13th for people to come and check out the exhibit.
Can men come?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to call the museum to RSVP.
All right, let's talk about some of the other things coming up. I think the next big thing, well, first we had the Bridal Expo postponed because of the weather.
Yeah, so now that's on March 16th from noon to 3 p.m., I believe. So you can still get your tickets if you didn't get your tickets before. They're $2 on our website, ellisharpmuseum.org.
$2.
$2 right now. Yep.
That's it.
That's it. Or you can pay $4 at the door, but might as well get the deal now. So
Yeah, great deal. Also in March, we've got, I think it's sugaring season.
Sugaring and cheering. It's
That's
time.
back.
Mm-hmm.
Some changes for the Sugaring and Cheering Festival this year.
Yes, so it's on Saturday
Saturday.
instead of Sunday. So Saturday, March 22nd. And this is a really fun festival. All our outbuildings will be open, so you can see Ellis House and our log house, the schoolhouse, and all of those. And then we'll have our vendors and all of that fun stuff.
Cool.
Super fun time.
Yeah. And the sheep, the shearing of the sheep.
Yes.
And will there be mapley things to eat?
I hope so.
I bet.
I don't know.
I better hope so. Yeah, I mean, it's all about the maple tree and the maple. You harvest the trees. You get sap out of maple trees on your property, don't you? Yes, you do.
okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get you out.
Okay, we'll learn this year.
I was gonna say I'm in the house all the time, so for our events I'm in the house. So
Well, being from Vermont, the maple sugaring process is very important to me. It is a big part of my childhood. So I'm glad we have this. And
Yeah.
you two are going to learn this year how it happens.
Yes.
yeah, it's a super fun event.
And we've got a birthday party. Whose birthday?
Ella's birthday.
Ella
It's
herself.
Ella's birthday on Valentine's Day, the 14th.
On,
was her
is
birthday.
actually Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, she turned 113 years old this year.
How old would she be?
113.
Really? Is that all?
Yeah, just 113 years young.
Well, that's not bad.
No, but we're gonna throw her a birthday tea party that we do every year. So that's gonna be Saturday, March 1st. So you can come out, wear a sundress if it's warm enough, and there'll be tea and some light snacks and good times. So
Cool. And that will be, where would you do that? In the community room?
I believe that'll either be in the granary or a way that we can incorporate it in Ella's house.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. She'd like that too. And we're still prepping for the Art Beer and Wine Fest 20th anniversary. Wow. If it had started, if Ella was still alive when it started, she very well could have been there at the age of 87. Wait, how old is Ella going to be?
She's gonna be 113.
So she would have been 93.
Wow. Yeah.
Ella would have been 93 when Art Beer and Wine started. Well, that's amazing.
That's really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Huh. All right, anything else we need to know?
Just keep an eye out on our website and our social media. Lots of fun events coming up, and come and check out our exhibits.
I'm anxious to do so. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
From the Ella, Hope Stropes and Paula Kroll. We've got a few things to do this week, and